options market suggests some people likely knew about the tie-up between Rivian and Volkswagen beforehand. This is not investment advice. The author has no position in any of the stocks mentioned. VK.com has a disclosure and ethics policy. The recent tie-up between the struggling EV startup Rivian and the European legacy automaker Volkswagen, VW, turned out to be a huge rainmaker event for those in the know, precipitated by the stock's 50% surge in the immediate aftermath of this paradigm-changing development. Rivian's remarkable resurgence. Like the rest of its newly anointed peers in the EV industry, Rivian has had to contend with high operating costs and a relatively stagnant demand base for its pricey electric vehicles. In fact, last Friday, Rivian shares closed at $10.32 per share, constituting a loss of around 94% relative to its all-time high share price of $172 reached back in November 2021. All of this changed on Tuesday when Rivian and Volkswagen announced a broad-based partnership, one that would see Volkswagen invest $5 billion to secure a joint venture with Rivian. Specifically, VW will initially buy a $1 billion stake in Rivian via a convertible note that will be exchanged for an equivalent number of Rivian shares on the 01 Street of December. This transaction would make VW Rivian's second largest shareholder after Amazon's 16% stake. Additionally, Volkswagen will invest $2 billion in Rivian in 2025 and 2026 via 2 equal installments of $1 billion each. Finally, the European automaker will make available an additional $2 billion at the inception of its joint venture with Rivian via cash payment and a loan in 2026. Wall Street has been quite receptive of this deal, with Piper Sandler pointing out that the tie-up has now largely de-risked Rivian's funding pathways. Similarly, Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas noted in a dedicated investment note, "Anyone could have provided money, but VW may potentially value much more what Rivian has to offer. Rivian has software and SDV architectural solutions that VW needs." This supportive commentary from sell-side analysts played an important role in reviving bullish spirits among Rivian investors. Perhaps as a testament to the company's newfound confidence, Rivian has announced its Q2 deliveries early, reaffirming its target to achieve a positive gross profit by Q4 2024. For the benefit of those who might not be aware, Rivian currently sells two EVs, the R1S SUV and the R1T pickup truck. In 2023, the company delivered 50,122 units and lost around $43,372 per vehicle sold in Q4 2023. The startup has had 2 layoff waves so far in 2024. Just like Tesla, Rivian is betting the proverbial house on a more affordable EV. Dubbed the R2, the vehicle is expected to enter production in 2026 and start retailing from $45,000. The surprising surge in the EV startups call volumes on Tuesday. It is pretty clear people knew about the Rivian VW Volkswagen deal beforehand, and traded it. Traders turned $100,000 into plus $2 million. People slammed $12 and $13 calls expiring Friday, heavily, all new volume, old bull oi stuck. Last 14 days non-stop calls. This brings us to the crux of the matter. Unusual Wales has noted that it is pretty clear people knew about the Rivian VW Volkswagen deal beforehand, and traded it. Ryan Rigg, whose account closely follows the X account of Unusual Wales, has added additional color to this statement. Specifically, Ryan highlighted that Rivian's $12 call that expires on the 28th of June saw a volume of 7,566 this Monday. On Tuesday, before the news of a tie-up between Rivian and Volkswagen broke in the after-hours session, the call saw a volume of 16,293. This volume-based discrepancy is much more pronounced for the $13 call that saw its daily volume surge by 327% on Tuesday. Of course, readers should note that this is still educated conjecture and that a definitive determination as to any fraudulent activity can only be made by the SEC.